Black America. I don't know what's your problem or what's your issues, but one is accepting the facts. The facts is there's not one black community in America that you want to go and move to. There's not one black community in America that you want to move to and you're going to be safe. There's not one black community in America that you want to move to that you're going to be safe and it ain't going to be drugs. There's not one black community in America that you want to move to that's going to be safe, that ain't going to have drugs, and that ain't going to have a bunch of Pookies and Ray Rays running around killing each other. Those are the facts. You can go to Chicago, you can go to LA, you can go to DC, you can go to Miami, you can go to Boston, you can even go to some of these Midwestern towns where the majority of the community is white. But when you go in these towns and you hit the black community, it's dirty, it's dusty, it's killing, it's drug dealing. And the sad part is the rest of the black community that has nothing to do with that, they're afraid to admit that those are the facts. They're afraid to admit that that is the truth. You don't even want to live in your neighborhood. You want to get reparations. What do you think you're going to do when you get your reparations checks? You going to stay in the same hood? You're going to try to move the furthest away from them niggas, N-E-G-U-S, them niggas that you live next door to now. Just like the millionaires and the billionaires. Where's the Jay-Z's? Where's the Oprahs? Where's the Diddy's? Where's all your black Hollywood athletes? Where's the LeBron Jameses who made over $1 million and the Michael Jordans who made over billions of dollars? Where are their investments in your community? Where's the LeBron James supermarket? Where's the LeBron James gas stations? Where's the Diddy baby oils? Where is the millionaires and billionaires grocery stores? Where's our black Walmarts? Where are our black Targets from our black millionaires and billionaires? We don't have them. You know why? LeBron James ain't coming back to the motherfucking hood. Jay-Z ain't coming back to the motherfucking hood. Diddy ain't coming back to the motherfucking hood. Oprah ain't going to the motherfucking hood. When they asked Oprah why did she open a school in Africa instead of Chicago, where's she from? Instead of Chicago, where's she from? You know what she said? Well, the kids in Africa wanted, uniforms and sneakers and stuff. And the kids in America, when I asked them what they wanted video games and stuff. Because we got fucking sneakers and fucking clothes, you fat, ugly bitch. What are you, stupid? Of course, if you ask an African what they want, that ain't got no shoes and ain't got no clothes on their back, they gonna ask for clothes and shoes. That makes perfect sense, Oprah. But the sad part about it is when you start telling the truth about your community and what you see and what you know is going on in your community, oh, you will sell out. I got people in my comment section talking crazy, but guess what? I get paid to be here. Why are you in my comment section? Why are you so afraid to admit the truth? And the truth is, don't nobody owe you nothing. Not the white people, not the government. You owe yourself to pull yourself up out of whatever mess or problems that you in. You owe yourself for all the bad decisions you made. Because I'm 50. I made a lot of choices and decisions over the 50 years of my life. And guess what? Not one white motherfucker was there to help me make those decisions or to stop me when I made those decisions. As far as I'm concerned, everything I wanted to do over my 50 years of life, I did it. No one stopped me. No one held me back. No white people was calling me the N-word or telling me I can't do this. You know who called me the N-word? Other blacks with harm. Viciously. more than any other white. I have never had a white person to my face call me the N-word. I'm from Massachusetts, Springfield, Mass, to be exact. So, maybe in the South, y'all deal with that. But up here, I went to school with Chinese, black, white, green, brown. So, I don't see racism as maybe a person from the South who felt it. I'm not on here saying racism don't exist. It don't exist to the point that people try to make it exist. There's no one waiting for you to stop you. There's no system designed to stop you. You are spitting in the face of all the black athletes that made it. They worked hard. You know how many people make the NBA every year? About 500? They worked hard. So you spitting in their face when you say, oh, there's no successful blacks because white people are holding us back. Look at all the blacks in NFL. They successful. They worked harder than you. Look at all the millionaires and billionaires that made investments or they started tech companies. They just worked harder than you. Look at all the millionaires and billionaires that invented things. They just worked harder than you. You sitting around here from birth, the black community thought, oh man, the white man owe you, they've been holding you back. Let's be honest. If from a little kid you was taught that the white man was holding you back and they owe you, in the back of your head, you remember they tell you how they plant seeds in the back of your head? Your parents planted a seed in the back of your head for you to never be successful. If your parents taught you, oh, the white man holding you back and the white man owe you, they planted a seed for you to be a failure. You should be blaming them if you failed in life at this point. Because I was raised and many other black people were raised that there's nothing that can stop you. If you work hard, you outwork everybody, you show up first, you leave last, those people always win. That's how I was raised. So, am I living the life of luxury and I'm winning right now? No. I'm struggling just like everybody else. But I'm struggling because of my poor choices. Me. M-E is the initials of my name. Me. I made poor decisions. I know white people. In my life, personally, more white people have helped me than black people. Black people, we shit on each other. We shit on ourselves. And then we deny the fact. We deny ourselves getting our shit together, right? Because we won't what's the word I'm looking for? We won't condone the Pookies and the Ray Rays. We won't detach from the blacks that's killing and robbing and stealing. We want to keep them in our group. We can't keep them in our group. Because they're going to take us all down. If you've been watching any of my videos, I've been saying the same thing over and over. We got a government that ain't playing games. So it's time for the black community to come together. It's now or never. I know the Pookies and Ray Rays may be your cousins and your sons and your brothers, but you got to let them be. If you want to survive in 2025, you got to cut yourself off from them. We as a community got to come together and start building. We got to get the community gardens going again. We got to get the local corner stores going again. You see people from third world countries, they come here, they have their carts, they be selling a little ice. They do whatever they was doing in their country, they do it in America. You know what America's is doing? Nothing. Collecting food stamps, collecting Section 8, collecting welfare. And by the way, white people use those services 3 times more than any other race. Look it up. So all you white people that love to show black people spending food stamps on TikTok and Instagrams, know that white people use food stamps 3 times more than any other race. And here's another message I want to give to the black community. The last time I checked, there was like 323 million white people in America. I'm going to say that again. 323 million white people in America. You know how many blacks there was the last time I checked? 48 million. So you 48 million dumb fucks, because that's what y'all are. You 48 million dumb fucks think you're going to bash the white man. Say the white man did this. Say the white man did that. Say the white man owe you this. Say the white man owe you that. And I'm going to be real. I'm 50. I never was a slave. My mother, like 66, 67, she never was a slave. Her mother died in 1992, was born in 1912. Never told me a slave story, right? Never told me I was a descendant of slaves. So reparations, everybody ain't getting it. That's the thing. Black people think just because you black, you should get some money. If you're not a descendant of a slave, you don't get nothing. So what I'm going to tell you, this just not math that I seen on the internet. This is Tommy Springfield math. About 75%, 80, 90% of y'all ain't even qualified for reparations. Y'all think just because you black, oh, I should get No. Reparations for descendants of slaves. And a lot of you will be shocked that you're not a slave. If you know your history, Africans were coming to America far before Christopher Columbus. And you was already living here in America. So a lot of you won't even fall under getting reparations. You know, then I got the people in my comment section who was like, oh, we had our own towns and they burned them down. Okay, rebuild. Rebuild. Stop taking their welfare. Stop begging them for their help. And let's come together and rebuild. Why are we not holding our millionaires and billionaires who became successful off our backs because we supported them? Why they not coming back to the hood? Why we not begging them? Why we not asking them to build in our community? Why is everything on the white man? The 323 white people you offended. Like black America think they can say, oh, fuck the white man. The white man owes us this and that. And then want help from the white man. And then want white America to vote to give you reparations. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. I'm gonna offend 323 million people, right? It's only 48 million of us, but then we gonna ask them for help. Then we gonna ask them to make us richer than them. Then we're going to ask the government to give us millions of dollars and make us more richer than them, right? Because you want it handed to you. How about you work hard for it? Them white people ain't voting for that shit. And it's not that they got anything to do with racism. They're not racist because they don't want to give you reparations. They don't want to give you reparations because they didn't enslave you. You was never a slave. From your birth, you did whatever you want. Free education, free housing, free food. You did whatever you want. That wasn't enough. And then when going to school for free wasn't enough, your parents begged for food. And we gave you lunch. Like, you had all the tools in your life to be successful. But yet, in 2025, we still blaming the white man. In 2025, we still blaming the government. That playbook is old. That's why we ain't winning no games. That's why foreigners come to the country and surpass the black community, because they come in and put in the work. You know, this video probably going too long, but I'm gonna end the video with this. The guy that works hard, the guy that shows up to work first, the guy that leaves work last, the guy that does the side jobs always win. The guy that's busting his ass and working overly hard always win. I've never seen that person lose. But guess who in the loser circle? The people that always complain, the people that's always late, the people that's always leaving early, the people that's always blaming and complaining. They're always in the losing circle complaining about the winners. Please, what I ask the black community is time. We have to come together and be part of the greatest comeback of all time. That's it. We have to have our millionaires and billionaires be accountable for investing in our neighborhoods and help building up our neighborhoods, right? If Oprah opened up a line of grocery stores in all black communities, she not losing money, she gonna make money. But you gotta ask yourself, why they not investing in our community? They gonna invest with the white people. I'm sure Oprah got Apple stock and Google stock. They don't invest with the niggas because you ain't worth it. They not dumb. You people in my comment section are the only dumb black Americans out there. You the only ones that think there ain't no problems in our community. You the only ones sticking up for Pookie and Ray Ray. You the only ones sticking up for the drug dealers in our community. Me and blacks like me and the rest of the world, we tired of it. We tired of it. So, it's either you wake up or you get put in your place by this government who doesn't give two fucks about you. It's just that simple. Over here, I present you with facts. I give you my opinion on those facts. And if you like how I do that, click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all so you can get notifications every time I drop one of these videos. And if you one of them people in my comment section in denial, let me know what black community and what state you want to go live in. Just let me know. Let me know the person that worked hard, that showed up early, that put in the time, that left late, that did the side job. Show me they lost. Because that person wins every fucking time. Stop the bullshit. It's time to wake up. And if you can't comprehend that, cut the shit.